All right, so I have set up my clay here. I have mixed some colors. I was gonna make a Trico dragon. So let me hook up my phone and then we can get started. So I gotta spin it around, get it connected. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Gotta plug it in so it doesn't die. That is not a good thing to happen. Okay. How's that looking? Okay. All right, so I think I have it set where I want it. I gotta make sure that you guys can still see me messing with my clay, that it's in the right spots and not in the way of the camera. Okay. Perfect. I think maybe a smidge more this way. Put my headphones on so that that I can hear. Can you guys hear okay? My viewer that is watching. I'm just listening for, like, you know, people subscribe or whatever. All right, so I have my armature here. The Trico that I'm gonna make, he's a really cute pose. Let me see if I can find it for you to show you the pose I'm going for. Just looking for the drawing. I did not know there were that many drawings of him, but that's okay. Okay. That's all right. I can't find it right now, but I can show you by taking you on a little trip. So that's the pose I'm going for. Just kind of sitting, flopping, kind of cute little pose. My colors that I made are darker than that, but that's okay because this is just a drawing. It's the pose that we're going for. So now I gotta set you guys up again. So what I'm going to do first is I'm rolling out the armature. I mean, I did the armature. I'm rolling out the clay to cover it.
Let's get out.
So just making like a log. Not long enough yet. Now it's long enough. Okay.
You drive, me drive.
I'll drive.
Make sure my tool is. Fix the angle really quick here. Okay. Cut right down the middle. Open it up a smidge. Place the armature inside. And then close it up. When you close it, you wanna pinch it from the bottom and kind of roll it up, because you don't want to get any air trapped in there. If you do, it's no big deal. It's just annoying. You just have to stab it and reform it later. Now that it's closed up, I roll it because I like my things to be really smooth. Haven't really figured out yet how I'm gonna do his texture, but once I get his shape, then we'll work that out. Gotta get the shape first. So this is gonna be his body, his head, his butt. Then we'll add on the tail, add on the legs, and add on the front legs. I'll probably have to make 2 little armatures for the front legs because the armature helps it stay up. It'll help solidify the legs a little bit more than just using straight up clay, so it doesn't like sag when it's in the oven and stuff. So if you guys have any questions at all about anything, feel free to holler. Ask questions. That's what I'm here for. That's why I do this. That, and it makes it less boring when you chat. Right? Right. So just continuing to roll to smooth it. It's closing up this seam, but you can also use your thumb to close up the seam of where we added the armature. So it's sewn up pretty good, and it's nice and smooth. The tummy where you sewed it up, it doesn't have to be 100% perfectly smooth, because we're going to be adding a little tummy layer anyways, which is going to cover it up. But for those with OCD, just make sure it's nice and smooth and you're good. Okay, so now I have this. What I'm going to do is kind of shape out the head, just to kind of have an idea of where we're going with it. So I pinch and I push, pinch and I push, and I get the shape of the head that I want. We're going to be adding a little nose to him anyhow, and he's going to have like a little brown around his eyes. So just kind of pinching as we go around, trying to work out a shape. I have a general shape that I usually do for all my dragons' heads. They end up looking like this. So this nice shape is the end result. This one might be a little different though, because he does have that little snout on him. I just finished this Haku dragon a couple days ago. He's got a bit of a longer nose and a little pink button nose. He's so cute. So that was fun. So I figured, well, why don't I try a Trico? So there you go, viewer who is watching. See kind of like what my dragons look like if you have no idea. And I usually always drink coffee while I'm streaming. Today I have Dutch Bros. It's a pretty sure California only joint. I could be wrong though, but oh, is it good. I do, I'm new to Twitch, trying to expand my viewer base. I usually stream on YouTube, and there's a bubble here, so I'm just gonna stab it and then pinch it back together. I have a coffee and clay live stream that I do on YouTube. Still trying to work this little bubble out, but I'll get it eventually. Okay. For the record, it usually takes me about 3 to 4 hours to complete a dragon. So, now you know. Okay, I've got his basic face shape. And I'll play with it more as it gets closer to time to mess with his face, but I just like to get a basic shape down so I know where he's looking and what he's doing. Alright, so now, normally this would be the point where I add the tail, but his tail is going to be different. His tail, once he's sitting up, we're going to just kind of attach his tail and blend it in, and then just have it trailing off. So I'm not attaching it right now, but I will attach the back legs and the front legs. And then he'll be sitting up. I just want to make sure that I get the size right for his tail. So I'm pulling up my little picture. Okay. There's a trick to rolling out clay evenly. Take some cards, like a few of them, so that it's pretty solid, and you roll it back and forth, and it rolls your clay out evenly, so you don't have like a rolly lump or anything. Don't that look nice? Okay, so if he is sitting like this, I'm not going to turn his head just yet. And his tail would be attached to him like that. And then I would have the little black hairs at the end. I think that's a good size. Double check. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for later. And now let's work on getting those haunches made. I'm going to start with 2 balls and make sure they're the same size, because if you're working with 2 parts of the body that are the same, you want to start out with the same. Like, I don't want to make one and then make the other, because then they could be different sizes, and then OCD, and life is not good. Okay, look at there, nice. This should be enough left over, I hope, for the part of his arms that are covered with hair before they get to the pink part. So go ahead and roll them out. Let me just fix the camera a little bit more. Okay. So what I do for legs, he's kind of flopped over just a little bit, and then might as well just turn his head now. Just kind of moving it in short little grabs so that I don't mangle it too bad. Fix it as I go, constantly smoothing, smooth, smooth, smooth. You can also use a roller to help smooth if you need to. Certain spots. Okay. Remove any lint when you see it. Okay. All right. So if you can see, I'll turn it so that you'd be looking at it like I see it. His back is going to be to you, and he's kind of turning his head, looking your way, like that. And then his tail will be coming around here. And then it'll have the little tuft on it at the end. So now that I have kind of basic shape, I'm gonna make his little hunches. So I'm pushing one end down and I'm leaving one end up, kind of like a little ramp. Then I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one. So it'll have one leg coming off right here. And then the other leg will be laid down. Just gotta figure out the angle here. It's hard to tell because I'm looking at the back of a picture. So I just gotta figure it out. See, he's kinda sideways anyhow. So now I'm gonna take, let's see, one leg will be down, one leg kind of be up. Like this. I'm going to blend these in so that they're attached, and then I'll work on the front legs. using my silicone tool just to help blend it together. My clay is really soft because I blended black and white to make the gray, and my white was really super soft, so it made it very soft. Okay. Probably gonna need a card pretty soon to set it on, because I'm gonna start spinning it around and I don't want it to stick too much. And I'm also probably gonna have to make the chest, because once I add the arms, I'm not gonna be able to get in there, if that makes sense. So I should make his chest fuzz now. He's a pretty thin little guy, so I'm going to just cut out a little bit of his tummy. And then smooth it out again. Just to give him his like his lanky kind of definition. I have kind of a cool idea for his feathery, furry texture on his hair. But we shall see as I go along if it looks as cool as it does in my head. I think I'm going to cut a little bit away from the side of his head here. Get off. And maybe just a little bit here. Get off. Just to thin out his neck a little bit more. Trying to get the, so we have like his chest shape is forming, so that's good. So there's how he's looking so far, where he's kind of sitting, chilling, looking back. You know, his tail will go on and just kind of flop this way. That's the gist so far. So now add this little piece in here to make a slightly stronger connection point right here. It just didn't have the best connection. And then now it also almost, man, I might need to add a touch more. Almost matches with the other side. Trying not to use up all my little bits I just scraped off, in case I need to do little touch-ups here and there. But I'll do what I can. There. Okay. So his arms, I'm just gonna lay him down. Get these bits away. Just gonna kind of, I want to make something do like encapsulate, like if I had this as an arm, then I would want this to just cover it as like a shoulder piece, you know, and then go against the body. If that makes sense. I didn't need to put that over there. So it'll make sense in a second, I think, I hope. I want both of them to be the same size, if possible. Okay. I have a little stamp. It's a little koi fish. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp it. All my creations have a little koi fish on it, and so now he does too. And let's see. I think next I need to add his chest. So it's gonna be too much, but that's fine. I'll just cut it down. Start with his neck. Work our way down. So I can probably cut off this much, I think. There's a couple bubbles in it. Get the bubbles out. Gotta stab them. Stab them. Okay. And then I made this like little, well, like a torpedo shape. I'm gonna check it for size, see if it's how I like it, and then adjust accordingly. Looks like starts being this color right around here, and so it's gonna be way too big. So I gotta cut it down a lot. Actually, I'm gonna reverse it here. Just takes a little bit of finagling until you get it right. So it looks like right about here needs to get cut and removed so it could fit down by his leg. And then right about here also needs to be cut and removed. There, see? Now we have a nice tummy. And we just take our handy dandy tool and blend that in. His colors all kind of blend together anyhow, so it's okay that that you blend the colors together. I'm not going to go crazy with it. I'm just making them touch. I might go crazy with it later, depending on the style of texturing that I want to do once I get his base shape. Okay. But now we have tummy. Okay, scooting these colors away. Okay. Now I think I can make his arms and legs. Clean off my workspace when changing colors, because you don't want the other color on your color you're changing to. Okay. So I want them all to be about the same size, all 4 legs. So we're going to roll up 4 balls. So I could either use rolled up tin foil as the armature, or I could insert like a wire. Okay. This one just needs to be a hair bigger. Okay, so it seems like they're almost same size. Make this one a little bigger. Little Trico feet coming up. I just recently did with the Haku. I did the cute little claws. So I'm excited to try it on this guy. Okay. So we have 4 that are just about the same size. I think this will do it. I made his pink kind of dirty, like a dirty pink. I added just a hair of black to it to darken it up some and just kind of make it look like he's been roaming around. All right, so rolling 1 foot down, rolling another foot down, making sure not to touch the front part of it. Checking for size. Those are the same. So now I do the same thing with the front. I gotta check the size of these legs compared to his size. Might be to make them bigger. So the bottom feet look like they are a good size. I just need to check. Sebastian, sorry. The front, let's see. These ones might need to be a bit bigger.
Why not?
The kids just came back from Toys R Us looking for deals.
$15.
For Elder Scrolls?
Yes.
Nice.
Oblivion. Game of the Year edition. It's like robbed them blind, Carrie. Now I have to go to Kool-Aid.
So I'm gonna check this real quick for size. To see, let's see, if his shoulder comes down, and this comes down here like this. And I'll shape out everything once I make sure the sizes are correct. Are you off somewhere? Jake?
Yes, dear.
Ah, have fun.
I'll try. I can get there without dying.
Okay. I know this doesn't look the best right now, but I'm just getting the basic idea for shape. And position and size and all that good stuff. And it's like, where do I put the feet compared to where do I put the hands? Because, you know, in the picture it doesn't show it. So I kind of got to guess. I think that's about where his feet would be. One foot sticking out to the side here. 1 foot curved up, poking out this way, and then 2 feet in the middle holding them up. What do you think? Okay. So now that we have a idea of what we want to do, let's make those feet. So this was this foot coming out this way. There. Are we back? We're back. This foot's gonna go like this, and gonna be sideways, like this. Gonna be kinda like that. So I'm gonna cut in the toes for his claws. Take this off. Don't need it. So to make the claws, do little pinches. Not sure why the video is freezing up. That's weird. Hang on, let me check something real quick. Okay. All right, If it keeps freezing up, I might restart the video. Yep, it's still freezing up. Okay, I'm gonna quit the video and then restart it and see if that helps. So I'll be right back.